Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yes, sir. Wizards 2-0. Another win. Overtime. We lit in DC, guys. We are lit. Firstly, I want to thank you guys for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. We are free and available on all platforms. This episode of Locked On Wizards is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving community since 1965. McDonald's has always been more than just a place to get tasty, affordable food. It's an unofficial community center. A big thank you to our friends at McDonald's for always being there. I'm loving it. Hey, I'm just speechless right now. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. How are you feeling?
I'm loving it, man. Hey, Trez getting MVP chance. The Latvian laser of all people. This man heard the slander, stepped up, hit a big three. He actually played some defense. He actually had a dunk tonight. I mean, this man, he played. This is the best basketball I've seen Bertans play since the 2019-2020 season when he got that contract. And Spencer Dinwiddie, this man stepped up. That 3-year, $62 million contract, $1 championship bonus. We haven't been 2-0 since the 2017 season. So we're starting good trends now. Dinwiddie stepped up, hit some huge threes, man. Hit some huge threes. Ice water in this man's veins. He stepped up. He was super, super clutch tonight from the jump, from the start to finish. This man stepped up while Bradley Beal was out with the hip contusion. Hopefully Brad can recover and be back for the next game because we're going to need him. But this just shows the depth of the team that we have guys that can step up while Brad is out, while Rui is still out. Rui's not even back yet. We got guys stepping up, hitting big shots. It was a shootout. The game was a shootout, 134 to 135. I didn't even talk about Kuzma yet. Kuz control. That man was balling tonight. Double-double, dub for Kyle Kuzma, man. 26 points, 11 boards, 10 for 17 from the field, 5 for 8 from the three-point line. This man Kuzma stepped up, man. And we talked about over the offseason, too, how when Lakers guys, when they leave Los Angeles, Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. I mean, I can name a whole bunch. Even Thomas Bryant. You can throw Thomas Bryant on the mix of guys who leave the Lakers, who get better. And this guy Kuzma stepped up big time tonight, man. He was huge. Him boarding, hitting shots. And there was times where, you were tweeting that, we weren't getting the ball to Kuzma. He wasn't being found, and we needed to keep feeding him because he had the hot hand tonight. I love that matchup with him against Miles Turner. Miles Turner could not check Kyle Kuzma off the bounce. Sometimes he was getting a little loose with the basketball with his dribbling, Kyle Kuzma, but he stepped up big. That hand-one finish by him was just incredible. I love it, man. Wes Unseld Jr., they revealed his dad's bust yesterday. He got a standing ovation before the game. Had a little Band-Aid on his head. I don't know what happened with that, but Wes coached a heck of a game. He made some big adjustments too. The Pacers played zone towards the end of the game. I thought we moved the ball around more. We found open spots. Raul Neto, man, he's an X factor. This guy Neto is clutch, man. He was huge for us off the bench. Aaron Holiday, he got his revenge game. He got his win against his brother against the Pacers. So great night for the fans. Great night for the team. We needed this for DC. I know Gallery Place Chinatown is lit right now. They're probably going crazy playing go-go outside the stadium and all that, man. Dan, just having a great time. I wish I could be down there tonight. I really do. But, I'm going to let you get your take in, too.
We spoke about it so many times, Ed. We said Wizards need to get off to a fast start. The fans want to see good basketball. And look at the fan base. Look at the energy. Look on Twitter. Look outside Cap One Arena right now. I mean, we lit. Now it's 2-0. But like you said, we haven't been 2-0 since 2017. So it's been a while. So we can have this. We're going to have this moment. The Wizards lose that game, that same game, you could say last year or a year before especially. The Wizards lose those games. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie, the guy's a beast. I mean, what a pickup. What a pickup. He hit in the fourth quarter, 33 seconds left to go. Bang. Three-pointer. I mean, overtime. You got Dinwiddie. Ties it again with another three. After the Pacers went on a 6-0 run. I mean, this is crazy. Kyle Kuzma, 26 points like you said. 5 for 8 from 3. The Wizards struggled from 3 in the game against the Raptors. I mean, they was hot today. They was hot today from the 3. I mean, what did they shoot? 50% from the 3? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and yes, we can talk about, well, they need to improve defense. Yes, blah, 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 blah. But they won the game, so we're not harping on that right now.
Right.
I mean, you talk about the bench. Davis Bertans. Let me have a moment with you, my man. I've been harping on you for a long time. I really have. But tonight was the first step in recovery for how I feel towards you, because you hitting step back 3-pointers when we needed the most, giving the lead by 3. I mean, you play some good defense. This is what you keep doing this. We're going to be on the road to recovery, man. Me and you going to be good. This is what I love to see from you. I mean, Montrezl Harrell, MVP. I was cheering it at home, guys. Y'all was in the arena. I was at home. I was cheering it with you. When's the last time we heard somebody get MVP chants that wasn't on the opposing team and from opposing fans in Cap One Arena? I mean, the energy in the fan base is lit. The arena was lit. They gave him a great show. Wes Unseld Jr., tremendous coaching job. Raul Neto, I mean, grown man, 18 points. He keeps killing it off the bench, and the Wizards got him for what, the minimum? I mean,
still,
yeah, it's not much more I can say about him. He's been a beast. He's really been a beast. I mean, and you got also, I don't want to leave out any other guys. Denny Avdia played good defense. Daniel Gafford, I know he got the 4 fouls in the third quarter, so he was off a little bit. So not the best game for his standards, but I mean, everybody contributed in this win. Aaron Holiday getting the spot start for Bradley Beal. No Bradley Beal, no problem, guys. I mean, that just shows you the depth that we've been talking about coming into this off season. It continues to show the depth of the team. KCP, I mean, he drew that offensive foul on Malcolm Brogdon late. I mean, just huge opportunities, and just I'm glad they got the W. But before you get back into your stuff, Ed, let me get this ad out of the way from our friends at McDonald's. This episode of Locked On Wizards is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. McDonald's has always been more than just a place to get tasty, affordable food. It's an unofficial community center. It's a place where friends and family come to reconnect, a place where classmates can meet up for a study group, knowing they'll have dependable Wi-Fi and endless supplies of French fries and McFlurries. Win or lose, it's a place where teammates, competitors, the home team, or the away team can come recharge. It's the place you always look forward to stopping at on a long road trip to rest your legs and refuel. I do it after a game. Shoot, I may go get to McDonald's right now. I'm hungry. I lost a lot of energy cheering for this game. So head to your local McDonald's to refuel and reconnect. Did somebody say Locked On Wizards watch party? I'm loving it. Ed, I mean, what more do you got to say, my man? I know we both got a lot of energy right now.
Yes, sir. I would say take the over. I don't know if you can still bet on the 34.5. Are people still able to put a bet on that?
I'm not sure, but we told you ahead of time. We tried to if they can't, that's on them. We tried to tell them, Ed. We tried to tell them.
Right, yeah, bet online. Shout out bet online. So Bertans, I guess we can give out some game balls and talk about what we didn't like, what we do want to see them improve on. Of course, not always great, but for the roster, without having Bradley Beal, without having Rui, I thought there was, it was a good game. I mean, I knew it was going to be an up and down game. I'm watching TV now right now. I see Wale in the stands. He's like hyping guys up. But Bertans, him getting that stop, it was a shot clock violation. Was he guarding Duarte or Jeremy Lamb? I can't remember who he was guarding.
It was Duarte.
Duarte, and Duarte was getting buckets. He was scoring too. And, we'll talk about Miles Turner and Sabonis. Miles Turner had a career high. Can't let that happen again when we play the Pacers. But I understand, they got two bigs. They're playing hard. Turner's a good player. Sabonis is a good player too. Sabonis is an all-star. So those are some of the things I didn't like. Of course, the Pacers shot 44% from three, but there was one point in the first half where it was just going. Dinwiddie hit a three. Sabonis hit a three. I want to say Neto hit a three. KCP hit a three. The Pacers came down and hit a three. Like, this was an ESPN classic game. It was an incredible game from start to finish. It was a great game. The pick and roll, that's something we need to work on too.
Yes.
I thought we did switch on some. Sometimes communication was a little bad. Sabonis did get open in the middle a lot. There was a lot of wide open pick and roll dump downs to Sabonis. Sometimes Miles Turner. Now, Miles Turner did push off. The refs did miss some calls in the game on Miles Turner pushing off from behind. Sabonis was doing some of the same too. The refs, they did help us out a little bit as well. But I guess one problem too, a little bit, was some people were kind of going back and forth on social media about the last shot by Dinwiddie. And I do want to get your take on that. That was in regulation before going into overtime. Saying Wes Unseld, should he have called a timeout or not? I kind of like that he didn't call a timeout, to be honest with you. I thought it was more on Dinwiddie. I thought he had Miles, because I think Miles Turner was guarding him. I thought he should have took it to the basket a little bit earlier and took advantage of the matchup. And he kind of settled for the three. Now, he was hitting the three all night. Dinwiddie was, what was he from the three?
6 for 9 from the three.
6 for 9 from the three. So he was hitting the three. So I get why, he had hot hand. But I just thought he could have took him to the cup on that. And then Davis Bertans, I got to read his stats because I got to give him his credit. We've slammed this man so much, and deservedly so. 17 points, 4 for 9 from the three. Field goal percentage is not great, 5 for 13. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. But he did his thing, plus minus, plus 11. I got to give Davis gets a game ball. Kuzma gets a game ball. And Harrell's got to step up too. Like, there's going to be some times where it's not Gafford's night. He does get in foul trouble. Right. And that's the great thing about having Montrezl Harrell. So it will be interesting to see when Thomas Bryant gets back. But I love what I saw tonight from the guys. I love it, 100%. I love the effort. It's a new day. It's a different team. Play calls, ball movement was different with Wes Unseld Jr. You just see the improvement under Wes already through 2 games already. I love it.
Yeah, I think at the end of the game, Spencer Dinwiddie just tied it, and it was off of a turnover. So they kind of had, momentum going already. So, Wes could have called the timeout, but I'm okay with it letting it flow, get the ball back to Spencer Dinwiddie, who just tied it with a 3. Yeah, I agree. He could have tried to, find Kuzma at the top, who I think had set a screen for him, or try to take it to the basket. He did have the mismatch. But, I'm fine with the shot. He was feeling himself. He just hit the tying 3. So, I don't really have that big of an issue with Wes not calling the timeout there. Miles Turner, that guy was insane. He did not want to lose this game. You talk about a guy who does not want to lose. Miles Turner did not want to lose tonight. He had 40 points, career high, 10 rebounds. 5 for 9 from the 3. I didn't know if it was Miles Turner or Karl Anthony Towns out there. I didn't know the difference. The guy was a beast. Sabonis did his thing too, 28 points, 10 for 13 from the field, 2 for 4 from the 3 too. Malcolm Brogdon, 28 points. It was even Chris Duarte chipped in with 15. It was tough. It was a tough game. Those 3 right there, Brogdon, Turner, and Sabonis, they tried their best to keep their team in the game. And that's just a bigger testament to the Wizards. It was a fight. It was a dog fight. Yes, you would have liked to see better defense. I'm sure Pacers fans are saying the same thing. They would have liked to see better defense as well. And this was going to be one of those games where whoever came out on top, the issues were going to be, not complained about as much. It's like, yeah, you'll hit on them, but it's like, we won the game. That was a really good game we won. And it sucks. Games like that, it sucks to be on the losing end. That's why I wanted the Wizards to win so bad, because the Wizards are usually on the opposite side of these games right. all the time. So it feels so good for them to get that win, man. They really did. In the fourth quarter, the Pacers did switch the zone. The Wizards went on a little run where they couldn't score the basketball, but they fought, and that's what it's about, man. That's what I say the fans want to see. They want to see fight. They want to see you play hard and scrap, and that's what the Wizards did. They fought. Pacers went on the 6-0 run in OT. They didn't give up. When the Pacers went on a run in the fourth quarter, late, they didn't give up. And that's what fans want to see. Fight, man. That's all I can ask for. And that's what the Wizards are giving to me.
Yeah, Montrezl Harrell with that shimmy after the M1, it's plays like that define the game. Defensive styles from Bertans, guys stepping up. They bought in, and we were up by 10. We gave them the lead. We did the same thing with the Raptors. So we got to learn how to finish games and keep leads. Like I said, we were up by 10 at one point, and we let them come back. They hit a couple shots. We took some bad shots. It's a game of runs, and I knew it was going to come down to the last second. But just once again, it just shows how deep this roster is. To win a game without Bradley Beal is just huge. It is huge, and I can't say enough. This team's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch. I think we're winning this trade. I think we're winning this trade. We'll see what happens with the Lakers, but there's only 2 games. We'll see. But I think for the Wizards, they did. Tommy Trevor did a heck of a job with this trade. KCP, I got to give him his credit too. Him being bodied by Malcolm Brogdon, him flying on the floor, diving on the floor that one time. He did an awful pass where he just threw the ball out of bounds in overtime. Like I was like, oh, I can't believe.
Yeah, that was rough.
The game, the play before that play, Bertans had an easy lane to the basket too, and he decided to pass it out to KCP. I was like, bro, come on, because he could have drove in and just passed it to Harrell for a dunk or something like that. So plays like that, they were able to, bounce back where, years past we might have hung our heads and lost. So they just picked their heads up, kept playing hard, and that was the difference maker right there for the Wizards.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I'm drained. It was a lot of energy I exerted, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of, oh man, not again, a lot of, oh my goodness, yes. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of fans listening and watching right now was doing the same things I was doing. I mean, kind of just to end it off here, you gave out your game balls. My game balls, I mean, Spencer, I think we both can agree on that. Spencer Dinwiddie for sure. Montrezl Harrell for sure. Kyle Kuzma for sure. Kyle Kuzma. Davis Bertans, he gets a ball. Neto, he gets a ball. It's a lot of game balls being given out tonight.
I'm telling you.
So many people stepped up, especially in the absence of Bradley Beal. So I got a lot of game balls to hand out, man. And anything you want to end it off with, Ed?
No, I mean, I know everybody wants to hear about Denny. There's a lot of Denny supporters, and I thought he had some good moments and some moments that he needs to work on. Just work on his left hand and the jump shot, and that's all. And then Kispert, that hit a good take to the basket. Kispert does need to work on his defense for sure. He's a rookie; he'll get better at that. That's really it, man. 2-0. We got the Nets on Monday night. Should be a lot of fun, man, against Kevin Durant and James Harden. So that's going to be a good measuring stick and a good test, man. This Wizards team is tough, man. 2-0, man. I love it. 2-0.
Yeah, and to talk on Diddy, like lastly, I think he did a really good job defensively. Offensively, of course, I think a lot of people want to see him do a little bit more offensively, but I think what he's doing defensively is a really good positive for the team. And like you said, you hit on Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert had 2 points. I mean, he was a +8 if you like your plus minuses. Right. So, I mean, he did contribute to the victory as well. I mean, I just want to end it off, guys, with saying we've been talking about it all off season. The Wizards have depth. The Wizards have coaching who emphasize ball movement and defense. The Wizards have, I've said multiple times, had the most underrated off season, in my opinion, in the NBA. And their moves are proving that. I mean, and what they're doing on the court is proving that. And I just want to say, Brooklyn Nets on Monday, the Washington Wizards are coming, man. So be prepared. That's all I'll say. I want to thank you guys again for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. Now make your second listen Locked On Fantasy Basketball with Josh Lloyd. He hosts the #1 daily fantasy basketball show on the planet. It's free and available on all platforms.
Yes, sir. Like Bradley Beal says, dub.
Dub.
Yes, sir. Hell's